Yes, we're back right
Big week.
Big week, huge week.
This is where me and you fought.
Aye, this is where we'll clash. Never got that fucking jacket.
I know, fucking hell, that Green Brigade jacket again.
You want us all chip in and get you?
Do you like it, no?
Yeah, I like it. And that t-shirt, fuck's sake.
Got on money at that,
Just come in, you like Kev, no worries.
I disappointed,
I was very busy.
Wonder where he was.
The jet got back for Tynecastle,
I did.
No, I was doing.
I know,
I
that
got
was
away soon. I was getting a suit for my young boy there, so
Oh.
That's it.
I suit doing it Slater, so it took forever to
Do you
get
get free?
fitted. No,
Free suit, no?
I had to pay for them. I'm not like you boys yet.
What did he go for, check?
No, he's went for a navy.
Navy suit?
Navy suit, simple, 3-piece. So, good. Boys were brilliant in there as per usual.
Brown brogues? Holiday?
Don't know.
Andy Harley.
That's
That's Stevie Gerrard, like.
I've got a tie for a couple of years ago. I went for it.
How was your two boys at the weekend? How you get on?
Oh, I don't want to talk about it, mate.
No, I'm
No, let's talk about it.
No, we're having one, mate.
Simon, what's happened? You picked your team to do well.
I know.
I think it's fucking shocker.
Still time.
Okay, still early, mate. Never too high, never too
Stevie,
low, but we need to do better, eh?
Are they no listening?
No, that... Boys are hard working hard, mate.
I know obviously most of the part-time boys obviously got jobs and it's sometimes difficult on a Saturday.
Oh, no, you can't make excuses for that, mate.
No,
Everybody's the same. Airdrie deserve to beat us, mate.
Aye.
No excuses. Need to do better.
Wake up call.
Go again next week.
Go again.
Fans brilliant.
Fans were actually alright, eh? Thought they would turn on us.
Well,
but they
yeah.
weren't.
It's a
Airdrie
social
fans
media
abusing us
classic,
again.
How much do you hate the social media shout for players after the game?
Shit, I think it used to be worse.
Oh,
5 years ago, it was terrible.
Fans were brilliant. We go again next week after getting beat.
And I was thinking about it last week. There was one of the Hearts players, was it Ginnelly? Just because he come on and had an alright game against Celtic, he fucking
Don't be coming for Gino, mate.
fucking hell, man, get a rest.
I love that for
I
him.
hate that shit.
He's a
You
legend.
reckon-
You said he's like that for, didn't you?
No, he's a great guy.
Fucking
Great guy.
tweet happy. You recognise you've played alright for 10 minutes, so I'll tweet.
Oof.
That's how
I like this
know.
Kevin Gill.
Yeah, he's on one today.
I just don't get the whole social media thing. Fans like just
You did have the open goal fans,
Yeah.
you know, mate.
I question the fans,
After
didn't
the live shoot, he was there.
fucking
He's like,
I had the Messi police onto me the other week. I just told them I to get to fuck.
Tell you, else who's had another good weekend. George Flynn.
Has he?
Out and about last night, mate. I did my phone kept on Instagram. Is this George? He's claiming he's slaying his dance, so he's proud of him, mate, because he's
Was he
telling
saying
him
that? Aye. Mate, it's weird that, do you think that era though, they're like, they're wild and booze, aren't they? They can just drink and drink and drink, aren't they?
That's their type, I know, and a boozer that can
A boozer,
can
whiskey,
go
innit?
a bit wild.
Whiskey.
What,
There's a George Swain signed strip now above the bar, you see that? Next to the Drogba.
Mate, they
It's
just
got pure fag buns
suit,
on
yeah,
it.
same suit.
Fag buns on it.
fucking
A wee
sick
bookie
of
light in the pocket.
Yeah.
He looks like the wee Scottish guy, because people are sending me pictures of him. He looks like the wee Scottish guy at the Simpsons, doesn't he?
wee buns.
A wee
Oh, aye, what's
wee
his name
groundskeeper,
again?
Willie.
Groundskeeper,
I've
Willie,
seen him,
aye.
A wee beard in that. That's what he looks
Aye,
like.
he's listening to Rockstar, isn't he? Good week. Yeah, let's move on. I don't want you to talk about that.
Oh yeah, another good week as well. I listened to you on the radio, mate. First time I listened to you, you were
Good.
good.
Enjoy it.
But his wee mate, Tony
Tony
Watt,
Watt,
he
I
used to
mean,
a
Tony
sickening,
Watt.
man.
Disgusting.
He's fine by it, isn't he?
On what?
Took his form for the... No, he didn't even have form at the open
Yeah.
live show. I'm lying there.
You thought he was good in the radio, didn't you?
Brilliant. I thought he was really good. Were you jealous? His friendship with Tony?
I was a bit close, mate, didn't he? Like that, because he used to always ask you at Morelos, didn't he?
He did it, aye.
But you
Mate, he
said-
stared at you for 2 days at the Euros, didn't
He definitely had a thing for me, the live shows, didn't he?
he? So what have you got in common? Both gamers,
Gamers.
which means you're both virgins.
Aye, no.
Twitch friends.
And I don't think...
Twitch friends,
Twitch
I
friends, aye.
Nah, I'm done with that, mate.
actually thought you were on the radio yesterday, Kev, on it. This is a God's honest truth. I was driving home from the fort, right, and it came up next Scotland. I thought it said up next Scotland's biggest hits. So I thought it was Scotland's biggest hits.
Did he seem like that one, didn't Andy? Is it on the paper?
I tell you what, Jack Gambert's getting it.
Oh, Jack Hanley's getting
You see that in the numbers?
How much he
Fuck
done?
him, that's on just.
He was shocking when he Saturday dropped.
You want to know where's good done in Paisley on a Friday night? Ask Jack Hannick, mate, because 100% he was...
He's killed you then,
I know, it's not, doesn't
Sorry,
really say
mate.
fit. Boys, we need to mention the Grosvenor again.
Oh my days, what a
But here's
result of the
there's an
weekend.
updated
Go
offer
for
this
it,
week.
Paul.
Andy, take it away.
As it's the first Old
Try and
Firm
look at the
game...
camera as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to read it
Destination.
first. As it's the first Old Firm game of the season...
Grosvenor Sport are making the occasion by offering not
They're actually
the
marking the occasion according to this paper. What a disaster.
He's marked his boxers this morning as well. For a game.
So, Andy,
He's
no
gone! He's gone!
No, Paul, it's
gone.
no double the odds
not
anymore.
double the odds, it's treble the odds
Treble the
for
odds.
this week's sport. Oh wow, if it only lasts 6 weeks, so make sure you join while the offer
And
is
where do
still
you sign up?
gsport.com.
Wait, if they're terrible on the odds, Why don't you get the treble D's out?
Get in your touchdown for the lads! Get in your touchdown for the lads!
His boy's sitting there.
He's so...
I would love to get them out, but obviously the oldest boys here, that's not going to happen.
Hey, what a size he is, man.
He's somebody,
He's
he is
bigger
some
than me.
size, isn't he? He's Quinny's. 100% he's Quinny's boy.
That's the Jets jeans.
Niall Quinn. He's Niall Quinn, 100%, man.
He's a duppy today, isn't he?
To sign up, go to gsport.com/open goal.
Yeah.
I need to tell you as well, I'm doing a barbering course.
Are you?
I had a 6-month barbering course, so I've got the wet like gel.
Oh, right, go give me a wee bit.
Where is it?
That's a gag about me, innit?
No, it's not, it's not.
No. She's actually doing a barber course.
I'm doing a barbering course, I had 6 months intense.
6 months?
Yeah, and he's
Why
not
are you
there.
doing that?
Fuck off.
No, I'm doing it on him. Eh?
Why are you doing a barbering course? Because he made a
Just
cunt
something
of
else.
yours?
No, I just something
Do what you
else.
want to do though, don't just fuck up, do it real.
Grealish.
Oh, brilliant.
That look good.
Aye.
Just what, have you heard the story about Gary Parker and Lenny?
No?
Tell him, Paul.
Gary Parker used to do that to Lenny.
Chap the
Before
door,
game, no joke. So Lenny sent Gary Parker about every hotel room. It's like he's getting in jail for the gaffer. No joke, that's a true story, isn't it?
You're looking unbelievable.
Look at
mate.
that.
You'll be getting next
I
week,
just
yeah?
give you a wee high skin fade with that, you're like the dog's bollocks, mate.
Aye, I like that when you're rubbing in and all.
Is that
Aye.
it?
No
That's
bad.
well, mate.
John Hughes on the
when
cooking
you
show.
hold me spike up there,
Wow. Do you see Yogi Hughes on the cooking show?
I did, baby.
Brilliant.
Inspirational.
Couple of wee surprising comments he made as well.
What were you surprised? Come on then, let's
I
hear
like
it.
this. Yogi bear under pressure.
Does he not get
No.
Does he not get the hairs on the balls standing up? So he doesn't.
didn't. In a job situation?
It was a surprising comment about the fact that he was mere pushed at the door and left on his own accord. I was
Fucking
shocked.
pushed at the door, likes.
Aye,
Disgusting.
unbelievable, eh?
Innit? Disgusting. That put me, honestly, Ross can't deep with him, innit? Place needs to be alive again.
Yeah.
We were wishing him well last year, weren't we? But
You just tipped him to go down to, didn't you?
I never.
You think Yogi?
He's a man that you'd like to play under Kevin.
Aye, I remember years ago playing for Kilmarnock against Falkirk, and I remember coming off the park and he said, "You fucking bullied my centre half, but you wouldn't fucking bully me.
I love that.
Get down that tunnel."
And I thought you just get down your knees.
Mate,
For fuck's sake, boys.
mate, he's a tight
Sexual.
So I said,
He says get down.
didn't I, after the show, but I was like, mate, genuinely, he is a guy you would love to play under.
No, you kenned him.
I did, to be fair. No, but you would actually, wouldn't you? You'd love to play
You'd
under
love to
him.
play for him. Right, Andy Halliday, another point on the board for Hearts. Kevin Kelly, your former club. How impressed are you with the start to the season?
Fucking decent to be fair. Two
Yes.
wins and a draw.
Brilliant
Aberdeen
start.
at home. I think they thought I'd like to have seen them beat Aberdeen. Had a few chances. Because Aberdeen for me are a wee bit indifferent. I don't know where they're going. Hearts are, for me at the minute are just kind of riding on the
I think it's Baku, they're gone.
Sorry?
It's Baku, they're gone. Do you say you don't know where they're going?
No, I don't know where they're going. To fucking
I thought you meant next week.
Jesus God.
I've already been there.
But no, I think on the scale of things, 1-1 with Aberdeen at home's no the worst result.
Great result.
7 points out of 3 games undefeated. Superb.
Decent start, aye. Decent
Come on,
start.
Andy, what did you make of the game?
It was actually a very good game. I think both teams played well. We get the better of the first half. But Cardinal Sin, mate, talked about this. You go 1-0 up in games, that psychological aspect where you just end up sitting deeper. And
Cardinal Sin.
Aberdeen.
Psychological aspect, wow.
See that?
Goalkeeper avoided Andy, yeah.
This is good.
Aberdeen, to be
what you
fair,
want.
Aberdeen took control of the last half an hour of the game, but you're 1-0 up at home with 20 minutes to go. You want to see it through. And the goal, probably a poor goal to concede for your end, but can't be too disappointed. 7 points for 9. Celtic running away in Aberdeen first 3 games. So I think if you offered us that at the start of the season, we'd have took it.
So their goal's midfield runner. Wouldn't that happen to Halliday in the middle of the pitch?
No,
It wasn't it? Were you playing
Joe,
left
was it
wing
not?
back?
Nah, I was in midfield at that point.
That's
See, at the
right.
beginning, did you start like left kind of wing back?
Left wing back, aye, and then we changed to 4-1-4-1, and then it's a poor goal.
Some atmosphere, mate,
fair. It wasn't really any individual error. It's just something that we could have avoided. But
I think it was just some
GMS has a massive chance to make
Aye.
it 2-0.
When Joe
that
Lewis-
goes in, then
You've got to score that.
you'd
Got to
fancy
score.
to see it
Joe
through.
Lewis was like Rocky chasing the chicken, wasn't he?
Oh, mate.
Embarrassing, man.
I had a go at him last week for his palming the ball for the Dundee goal.
So you did?
And then he's had another shocker. Nearly got the captain armband taken off him.
I think he's been
See, to be
playing
fair,
well with his eyes.
Aberdeen have improved under Stephen Glass there.
In what way in terms of how they play?
Aye, their style of play, they try and play a bit more. You can see that they've got certain patterns that they work on, and it worked well in times. I think out with the goal, they had a chance in the sort of first 10-15 minutes. I think it was a boy Ramirez went through 1-on-1 out with that. we never really gave them much in terms of chances, but I think especially the last half an hour they controlled it quite well when we tried to hold on to the lead.
Did they understand it for you?
How do they
To be
do that
honest,
as well?
I thought
Good.
How did Aberdeen control the game? What did they do? In terms of
either Scott Brown or Lewis Ferguson, they two were the two deeper midfielders. One of them will just drop in and make a 3 at the back, and their two full-backs, to be fair, played really high. So it sort of pins, because we had a back five, well, 3-4-3 back five position, it sort of pushes your wing-backs back in possession. That always don't have an overload in midfield, because we obviously only have two in there. So I think that helped them, controlled it well. The boy Campbell came on at half-time left back.
Dean Campbell.
He came on left back at the weekend. He usually plays midfield, didn't he?
Yeah, centre mid.
I thought he was really good, to be fair, in the second half.
You've got a shot.
The Jet, to be fair.
Did you not see the
good,
Jet
isn't he?
kept coming up to you and saying, help, please help?
I know, and
Release
kept
Release me first.
kept showing me the burn marks in his arse during the second half. I thought, mate, don't put me off. They've got some good players, to be fair.
Did you not say you asked you to turn the radiators up in time? By the way, as always with Andy Halliday, I need a winter again.
We used to fight.
It's never going to go, eh?
Nah.
When he was fighting with Robbie Nielsen, wasn't he?
So
Kept doing that to him or something?
I started.
I heard Scott Brown teabag his saxophone at half time. That was I'll give him a bus kick for
So
that.
what was it?
Honestly, I'm not sitting on the fence. I genuinely don't know. Like, just usual after the game, shake people's hands and whatnot, and next thing you know, there's a 10-man ram in the middle of the pitch. I genuinely don't know what happened.
He's brought something to Aberdeen, Bruni, I think.
But you know, he looks like a different player now that the fans are back. He's in people's faces all the time. He loves that,
likes that. He loves the.
He thrives off it.
I think there's a lot of players. There's probably a lot of players in the league that will feel as if fans being back into the stadiums gave them that edge again. So.
And then Lewis Ferguson, about his done that, give him a bit.
Nah.
Good player.
He's done really well for
Great
Aberdeen.
pass, first half, was it?
Brilliant.
Puts from you.
That was a pass he put to me this week, one I wasn't sure if it was him or not, but I don't know if he's been doing that all season, but against us he played in a more deeper role, which I think sort of takes away quite a lot of the, because he's scored quite a few goals for Aberdeen and all, but I thought first half, because we controlled the game quite well, I thought we kept them quiet, but then in the second half they were a better team.
This is genuinely the best Scottish football's been on.
Definitely.
Isn't it?
Especially the
Very
top 7, I would say.
Very competitive.
Top 7, yeah.
Aye. If you don't get results going or get yourself on a wee run, you could be out of that loop of teams that are pressing for top 6. Because look at Dundee, a good result obviously against Avermain, 2-2, could have won the game.
What a game that was.
I know, but you didn't expect that to happen. Like, Dundee's come up and they've done all right, but Hibs have been flying.
Yeah.
Like
Boyle's some player, isn't he?
Paul McGinn and Charlie Adams, captains for the day, both go to the same dentist. Brilliant.
Edward Scissorhands.
chief which doctor's necklaces.
The crowds are jumping the crowd and he's look like a steward. I just thought it was a steward in the crowd.
Did you see one of the fans at the front? They jumped the crowd.
No. Imagine that, a wee kid. No, but you're right, the standard is very. I loved that game yesterday, Dundee Hibs, and then I watched Man U after it. I enjoyed the Hibs.
It's a competitive league, but I must say, Paul, my dark horse.
Dundee United, Andrew, what a shit. But I will say, I played St Johnstone, who had a
St Johnstone's
had a hard couple of weeks. But no, exactly. The
deal with
excuses, you're right.
Deal with that.
There's a few whispers that gain a wee bit of stick for St Johnstone now because they've not won a game, but
still
hard
good.
they've only lost one game in the league. It's not hardly a crisis.
It's still hard for them, innit, though.
His suit went missing on the flight back. So
unbelievable. Listen, we'll get to it, but a wee note to know. What a result for them last week as well. Again.
Who?
St Johnstone.
I know.
Unbelievable.
They're a credit.
Very Scottish football.
I will say yesterday I was very impressed with Porteous. I know we give him a bit on here, but he's passed for the goal. See, for the penalty, Van Dijk hits that, which he did a few on Saturday. They were raving about it. Porteous' pass for the penalty is ridiculous.
Simon, I
It's
say
not
all
part
the
of the
time,
pitch.
Porteous, we don't give him stick because we've got anything against the guy. We give him stick because he makes stupid mistakes. If he cuts them out and does the simple thing all the time, he does look like a very, very good defender.
He's
That's how I see
a
it.
character.
He is.
He's got a bit of it.
I think nowadays young players come through, they've not got that. I don't think they've got it, but he's certainly one guy who's got big balls, isn't he?
I agree with you, though. See, after 3 games of the season, you could look at sort of 6, 7, 8 teams that have thought they've started well, they look as if they're playing well. I've said that outside the Old Firm, I think it's going to be very competitive this year.
There's no easy.
No easy games, Paul. Honestly, I completely agree with you.
Well, there's no one to know. That's where I worry for like
Ross County at home.
Ross County.
Easy games for who?
No,
Just
but I
watched
mean,
Celtic's last two
for
performances,
anyone
they won
outside
6-0
the Old Firm.
twice.
Outside the Celtic.
Outside Celtic.
but I mean,
not-
like, see, I look at your Ross County, Livy maybe. I was maybe Scottish Dundee United in there.
But mate, Livy have lost 3 games, but they've lost by
Been
1 goal.
tight,
every game. It's
goal
like,
outside, aye.
they've been winning in games, they've been drawn going into the last minute of games.
Davy's got to be
Even
Armani on the now as well.
yeah.
He's giving it all the big brands. By the way, how much does Bobby Mann look like Liam Boyce?
Think so?
Nah, do you know?
I tell you what, he had his beard shaped up to the
Mate, he's
max at the weekend.
Bobby Mann's having himself on
Open
his
goal has done some
Instagram.
bad things to him, man. He's a
Robert, come
Yeah,
on.
he's got it shaped up to the
How
max.
was his performance?
Quiet, aye. Like,
Do you give
probably
him that?
never really had much. The penalty's a penalty. And then with that, I don't really think he had many big decisions to make.
Did you much crap with him on the pitch this week?
Nah, usually I do sometimes when I'm middle of the pitch, but also playing left wing back.
Aye.
But when Mackay Stevens went down, he strange that he looked at you before he gave a decision. You went,
Nodded.
but you said he talked about his beard shaped up. You said he took his top off and he's got the wee line going up to his belly button shaped up as well.
The steel trail. He
Then-
had Paul's pink whistle and all. I thought that was weird.
And he's got his belly button pierced now as well. Bobby's having himself.
White boots, he had white boots on.
No, he never.
I swear to God.
I did.
No, he never.
No, he never.
Bobby in the stitching.
Did he like
That's
that?
what Rab. Aberdeen are winning with a tie at Carabag.
That's a decent result.
Is that a decent result?
100%.
On that pitch as well.
That pitch was a shambles, by the way. You wouldn't see that in junior level in Scotland. That was horrific.
No.
And, mate, 36 degrees they played in.
Where's Carabag?
I can't play in 18 now, I mean 36.
So the Jets, the one man that could play in that heat. After he started out, he didn't want to. He thought it was free.
Tied to that radiator for 6 weeks in the
Freezing in
summer.
his back.
37 degrees.
Nah, Aberdeen, that's a good
Under the
result.
lights.
Tells so the game's still in their grasp. You know what I mean? They went out there and lost 2-3-0 where the game's out of sight. 1-0 is always achievable to get back at home. So, no, I think they've got a chance. But
Where's Baku? Where is Carabag?
Baku's Azerbaijan.
That's what I was.
Oh, they're good, Carabag?
They used to be very good. They were in the Champions League group stage in that.
right.
I don't think they're as strong as they were, but they'll have boys on big money. Aye, definitely.
Well, Aberdeen,
They'll have a bigger wage budget in Aberdeen.
Will they
But
get
see the
that, will they
fact
get that money in a carrier bag?
a Carabag, is that what you're
Carrier
trying
bag, I
to
was
say?
going to say.
I like knowledge. Good idea, good idea.
But
Tesco bag.
see, cause the away goal rule scrapped, that's 1-0 is a good result.
Yeah.
aye,
Because if the away goal rule was still in play, you'd probably fancy Carabag to have a few chances to score at Pittodrie, but I can see them over.
How was Ramirez?
Against us?
Yeah.
Quiet, to be fair, but you can tell he'll be a handful.
Yeah.
Big boy, he's quite athletic as well, but he had that chance in the first, must have been about the first 10-15 minutes.
So did they play it? Joe Lewis?
That honestly, both teams tried to play.
Right.
We went with a high press first half, so probably forced them to kick it long a bit more than they wanted, but then second half they pressed us high, so that was
Game
a
of
cat
pressing.
and mouse, mate.
So who do you think Europe who's going through?
Both.
Aberdeen.
both.
St Johnstone, Aberdeen through.
it'd be good that.
Hopefully.
It would
What
be
about
good.
Celtic Rangers?
Rangers will go
Both
through.
Both through.
Because that team Rangers played were fucking nothing short of abysmal.
I've never
I
seen it.
thought,
Right?
oh my God. The thing is, Rangers weren't great, and they would be the first to admit that. But that team were awful. And see, when Rangers went down to 10 men, they were even worse. And then Rangers obviously picked up, the crowd got behind them, and then they got a goal. But I think over there, if Rangers can raise their performance up maybe 10-20%, they'll beat that team 2-3 easy.
Yeah.
Celtic during the week, you were there, Paul.
Brilliant.
Sat in the toilet again, though.
Very
No, I
good.
was in.
you're right.
I was in the toilet.
I still believe that AZ Alkmaar will get chances at home.
Aye.
And
He's just
that
actually
would
decent.
be my concern because
I still think that's the balance that time.
I still think it's in the balance. I think although Celtic are very, very, very good going forward defensively, still question marks.
But I made a great point on the Cook.
No, did you, right?
I know, a great point. Even if Celtic, I think, bring defenders in, I still think by playing that unbelievable attacking way, you'll still give up chances at times.
But you look at Liverpool at the weekend. Liverpool played Burnley at the
Burnley.
weekend, right? And I was watching it. They play the exact same way. Two full-backs go high,
Burnley had chances,
attack.
though.
Burnley had chances, mate.
Yeah.
That's just, like you say, it's just going. That's what's going to happen when you play.
And
that
I,
way.
think I accept that. I really do.
You're happy to accept that,
I want
then?
to see a team playing that way.
I feel sometimes with Celtic though in the defence, it's the defenders making bad choices and passes that's allowing other teams to get opportunities. I don't think
That
it's
happened at the start,
anything to do
didn't
with it. It was bad decision making that allowed AZ Alkmaar to get chances. So again, if you look at the game on Saturday, Celtic St Mirren, Celtic were they 1-0 up or 2-0 up at the time, and St Mirren got a goal chopped off
should have
2-0
against
at the
10 men. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you think when you're 2-0 up against 10 men, you should be getting yourself outside. But the fact that St Mirren still had chances to score, it's a wee bit questionable.
Right, we need to say so. We just hope that Jack Annick's hands are all right because clearly.
I know it's a shame, Matt. Should we go and visit him?
But he has been very good for Sunderland.
No, he is.
They've all had the odd bad game.
Is Jack Hanwick the guy? Is he from Sunderland?
Yeah.
Is his brother? His brother?
There's another Annick. Ben Annick. Ben Annick was at Sunderland.
I know, but they're no brothers.
Yeah.
Ben Annick, man. Greatest video ever online.
Martin Ridge is also in that video.
See,
right, it's a big one.
No, wait a minute, Simon, pause. If you two just take it away with your teams, he's done it.
Oh yes, I've got mine.
I forgot
There
mine.
you go.
I've got mine.
I've got
Right,
it
you
here.
ready for this?
Wait.
Baby, I took a bit of stick for my team,
So can I just say, mine's is actually a team with players that play in their positions, alright?
All right, okay.
So I've went, in goals, Liam Kelly, I've copied as well.
Right, okay.
This is the best back three in Scottish football.
I can't get
Ready for this?
There you go.
John Souttar, right side of a three, where he plays for his club. Charlie Mulgrew, centre of a three, where he plays for his club.
Club.
He plays for his club. Why would you see six pack at the weekend?
Charlie did.
Lifted his top up for a game. Unbelievable.
He's doing my nothing. Did he actually do
He's-
that? Oh, he's brushing his hair, he's lifting his
making it.
top up now.
Ready
He's
for
at
this?
it, man.
This back three.
He's been hanging about with Bob Man, hasn't he? 100%.
On the beds. Back left of the back three, Jamie McCart. He didn't get a better back three in Scotland than that.
What is it, McCarthy?
Who are actually playing a back three.
All right, okay.
Right?
Can you see your team and then we'll discuss it?
Oh, sorry. Nicky Devlin, right wing back. That's the weak part of the team.
Disgusting.
Again, no, captain, definitely. Left wing back, probably the best left wing back in Scottish football, Doig. Adam sitting. Ferguson in front. McGrath, other side.
Yeah,
How do you spell?
Oh, you put McCartan, didn't you?
And then a front two, and Morelos and Kyogo.
And yeah.
Holy fuck.
Do you know what though? It's shite, Andy though. We went last week and he's had time to look at his state of yours.
What a team for
Unbelievable.
See,
It's shite for us.
I think that I don't know.
Where
how
are you
yous
doing
can-
that
I
team?
don't know how you can put Kyogo in after 4 games.
Just love him.
It's
He's
magic.
been, listen, he's
Magic.
been
Guy for the
brilliant. He's
dressing
been
room.
brilliant for the start.
Magic
But I'm
happening.
basing it on.
But imagine a back, you could put a back 8 up against the 2 and they're giving fucking hell.
Wow.
It's a good team.
Morelos resting with him and him running about.
It's a good team. I think I exploit.
Where do you exploit
I
us?
exploit the wide areas.
Do you know what I'm thinking?
No, they 2 in the wide areas defending.
Boyle and
So do you know what I'm thinking here?
McGrath was man.
I've got Brown against Doig and Charlie Adam being
Kev, what's your team?
Oh, I forgot about it.
He's late. He doesn't do his team.
I forgot
Ben's
about it,
near.
honestly.
Right,
See,
next
to be
week.
honest, I couldn't. You can't compete with
Nah,
that.
you're
You're on thin
front.
fucking ice, my pedigree chum.
Oh, mate, I'm rushing late. I forgot. I can't get on the signal on my phone because I had a wee screenshot of something that I thought was quite good.
Why don't we do...
Do you remember it a wee bit now? Who was up front?
I had Morelos in, and then I had Turnbull in because
Brilliant.
I think his creativity, it doesn't matter what side he's in, I think he's going to create the opportunities. I also had in Ali McCann because I thought he's been brilliant for St
What's
Johnson.
your back? Defence is where leagues are won. What's your back?
This was my problem. I like Big Suitor because I was thinking of Hearts. Who in Hearts would... Andy's obviously... I would give him an assist for Saturday for the penalty, a penalty assist.
Cheers, mate.
Aye.
Does that go down as an assist?
I would do that as an assist. But I would take Big Suitor in there because when you're going through Hearts, you can't... The only other one would be Boyce because he's been scoring goals.
Yeah.
So for me, it would be Suitor in there.
We'll just shoot us away.
Dundee United try to get players, so I'd probably put Big Charlie in because of to balance the like. My example would be the boy Starfelt at Celtic playing on the left side with a 3, struggling with the left foot. If you can get the balance with a left footed, so I'd put Charlie in there just to keep the balance of the left.
What about Charlie defending in wide areas?
He's got 6'3", so I would like to think he'd be in the box heading things clear.
I know, but if say your fullback goes
I would then ask
high-
my two in the wide areas to drop in.
Oh, is that a 4-4-2, sorry?
3-5-2.
Oh, so you're playing Charlie left out back 3?
Aye, left out back to Charlie Suitor, and I never decided yet. I was thinking, because I put in Ali McCann, I quite like the boys at St Johnson. What do you call the big boy? Is it
Kerr?
Kerr.
Aye, but we'll do it next week.
Right, there you go, you've got a wee
That's a
task.
good
just
team.
thought-
Yeah, it's a
Thanks,
good team.
But Glasgow is rumbling.
The big one's coming.
Oh, aye.
And it's well set up.
Do you think there's been a more... this has been the most anticipated Old Firm for a long time now.
Yeah.
Aye.
100%.
I think so.
Because last year, I mean, it got to the stage every time we're asking Rangers, we expect them to win. Last year when it went.
Even though you tipped Celtic every game.
Every game, and I'll come down to that. But and then the season before, the seasons, because no,
The seasons previous.
I think even when Celtic won the league, since Gerrard's come in, they changed that a wee bit, didn't they, the results? But Celtic would obviously be favourites. But now, this game, I think Celtic win favourites.
Oh, well, Ibrox, you still think Celtic are favourites?
On current form, I do. But the only thing is, sorry Kev, the only thing is
you can go next, Kev.
With Morelos is a huge worry for me, with defence. And that is a huge worry. But I don't think I think other managers would be going to Ibrox, they would go in and they would maybe bring in a McCarthy or I don't think he's going to do that.
No.
I think he'll stick with, I can name both teams now.
Right, and you go in.
Hart, Ralston, Welsh, Starfelt, Taylor.
Starfelt on the left.
No, sorry, switch you to around because they've just done that. I've just noticed they've just done that. So, in the middle, McGregor, Rogic, Turnbull. And the front three will be Abada, Kyogo and Christie. I think he'll go with that. I don't think he'll play Forrest or Edward.
No, I agree.
No, the European game might differ a wee bit because depending on players, whatever, but I think that'll be the team he goes with.
What's your Rangers team?
Tavernier. No, McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson.
Hollander.
He played Halligan yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah, he plays Hollander.
Hollander all day. I think he goes with Bassey. When he played Barras. His attitude stinks. Don't want to be leaking too many things out there, do you know what I mean? But it's a bad. It's that.
How come it stinks? What do you mean it stinks?
The European games, I watched him the game v Malmo. His attitude, his body language and stuff. Funniest meal, wasn't it? But anyway, the midfield three will be Davis, Aribo, and Kamara with Kent, Morelos, and this is a hard one. It'll be Wright or Hadji, but
Right, so who?
I'm going to go with Wright for speed on the counter.
I'm with you. I think.
What, they're the two teams?
I think Wright or Roof.
I think
I
with speed.
think Wright will play.
I think with pace, they'll be. I honestly think Rangers will be. I know they're at home, and I think they'll be hard to beat.
But they'll sit in and try and hit Celtic in the counter.
I know they don't play like that, but I think they might.
They have played like that in the past though against Celtic, haven't they?
I genuinely think that on the basis of last year's Old Firms, although Rangers won every single one of them, when Celtic went to Ibrox a couple of times, they played with great intensity and they created loads of chances and they had opportunities to score and win the game quite comfortably. I think if Celtic go with that same attacking mindset and actually take their chances, it'll be a different story. Whereas Rangers haven't really got going to the levels that they were at last year. But it only takes one game to get a season going. And this could be the game that gets Rangers' season up and running and gets him playing the way, because obviously Kent has come out, Kent get brought off at half time during the week there, wasn't he very
Gerrard gave him a bit, didn't he?
Gerrard gave him a bit. Does he then get picked for the Old Firm because he could be what you would class in the old school world, maybe a wee bit of luxury sometimes because he's not at that level where he was at.
Hard though, didn't
Still, of course he does, aye.
Well.
But for me, I think the Celtic midfield three of Turnbull, McGregor and Rogic has got a newfound lease of life. He's how hard is it to get the ball off him, by the way? For somebody that's reasonably tall, his feet are brilliant. He seems to drag the ball,
it's a big strong body,
glide, and then obviously Kyogo.
His body, isn't he? How he takes it.
During the week when I was watching Celtic, I thought that in the first half, although they were Kyogo got the early goal and done well, I felt that had Celtic played with two up front, they would have probably took more off his head, Alkmaar. Because I think when Edward came on, it allowed Kyogo to do a wee bit more. I think when Kyogo was up front on his own, sometimes Celtic would be coming down the right and he would still be stuck on the left, so didn't have like a focal point. Whereas I thought when Edward came on, he was that guy that linked everything up together. So it's a tough one, but I think you could end up with the same scenarios last year where Celtic attack, chance, Rangers got the end and get the goal. I think that's and Morelos for me. I know in the past I've gave a bit of stick. I think in the early days I said something ridiculous about how much he was valued at.
You say about 500 grand?
Okay, no, it wasn't that much. It wasn't worth 10 million quid or something. But see now, when you watch him a wee bit more closely, he's a right good centre forward. He's got everything by the way. Strong, physical, that nastiness about him. He is a right good player.
See with the game though, we were discussing before it. Is Gerrard going to be naive or is he going to be smart? Because
why would he be naive?
Was he going to cheat his front three?
Right, and just leave them high and let the two fit in if you win it back and knock it to Kent.
That would be such a brave decision if he does it, if he keeps them up, because Celtic going to bring the full backs in And I don't think were you saying keep them up or you know?
I don't know. I'm saying that Andy says.
Sure.
You've said in the past that sometimes they let the front three stay in the other half of the pitch.
But cheat's the wrong word. I think they never let the front three cheat.
Yeah.
But they'll keep their front three up the pitch.
Aye.
But would they know Taylor? So if Ralston and Taylor come in, and I mean that is an overload of 5-6 players in there. That's too much to be asking. I know Rangers do well shift across. It's a hell of a lot to ask.
But they don't. I think if Ralston and Taylor plays inverted fullbacks, they don't invert into 10's position. They invert into like either side at 6 and 8, either side of Callum McGregor. That's where I think Rangers front three could still just sit in that area and sort of force it wide.
But it's not like the midfielders need to go and press the fullbacks. See if you just screen across.
Be compact. But I think the game will be won or lost for both teams' front three, because I cannot see a world where this game doesn't have a few goals in it. There's going to be goals. And like you said, Ryan Kent's not been on it. Will Rangers front three turn up? Will Celtic's front three turn up? And I think that's where it's going to be won. Ryan Kent will play. That's 100%
See on Ryan Kent.
Because I think even last year there was periods where Ryan Kent wasn't really on it, but Old Firms was where he played his best.
I think the last couple of years he's been, any of the players Celtic Rangers, he's been the best player.
And Old Firms,
No Firm games,
He all steps up, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So he'll play all day long, but I don't know how.
There'll be goals. Definitely there'll be goals. Because I think either side defensively haven't looked at their best this year, and going forward Celtic have been excellent, and then at the weekend I think that was Rangers' best performance.
Do you play Bassey over Barisic? Because I think Bassey's a better defender. Abidal looks like he can go at fullbacks.
I'd play Bassey because I do think current form's still important. I'm saying that, listen, I don't think Ryan Kent's at his best, but I think when he's proven to be at his best in Old Firm games, whereas I think at the fullback position now, Bassey's done well. He's done well when he's played. Yeah. But Gerard's not really been on it, is he?
Stockton Kent keeps driving through Edinburgh Zoo. See the snake?
I know.
His legs are tired. He's hanging about with the Goffs down at the Clyde as well.
He needs to stop that, doesn't he?
He needs to concentrate on his football. Yes, Paul.
Can't remember what I was going to say.
You're going for a sleep?
I can't remember what I was going to say.
Here's one.
That's a good point, I know.
Here's a good one. The right back signed, obviously you didn't put him in for this game, but is it as soon as Ralston makes a mistake, does this right back come in?
I don't know.
£3 million.
Because, listen, and we've said that, Ralston's came in and done really well, but you're not paying $3 million for a right back if you don't want
to sit on his arse.
I know, I agree with that, but see I would be the first to question Ralston at the beginning of the season. Ralston, from the beginning of the season, obviously, and he'd been out on loan and never really made performances to get himself back to Celtic, to give him an opportunity this year. There's an opportunity to present himself because of lack of depth in the squad, and he's got himself in the team. And I'm the first to admit that the other night there he was brilliant. Like he was really, really that good. He was defensively he was great. Going forward was even better because he was actually quite quick running with the ball down the line, getting crosses in.
He's a quick boy,
eh?
Very quick. So I understand you pay £3 million, but Ralston has to hire a shocker for this boy to come in. I don't think just one mistake gets him out of the team, because at this minute in time the manager's trusting in Ralston and Ralston's producing.
Yeah. See if you're Gerrard, if you go in his shoes now, what are you going into this game? How are you setting up?
The exact way they set up for every game.
I don't think it changes. I don't think it changes.
But neither manager will change.
Neither manager will change.
Which will make it fascinating. Is the scarf over the telly now?
It will be.
What day will it go on?
Green and yellow new scarf. Australian colours.
Oh, is it right?
It's a new one.
So whose legs are coming off the telly for the scarf to go up?
Are you not going, Paul?
Who's actually sitting on top of the telly just now?
Melissa.
Have you been to Ibrox?
Brilliant. I mean, that's what I was talking to somebody the other day. That's got to get back.
Get back.
Honestly, I mean, that was unbelievable. I mean, that was the best game in the world because of that. But and last week, Andy, it was a comment you said, and it was only time will tell with the fans. If Celtic score early, how the Rangers players going to react? Do you know what I mean? That's massive though, because you want to put that to bed, the Rangers players, that comment.
Well, this will be the first time since probably the John Collins era when he scored that free kick over the wall where there's no Celtic fans in the crowd. Because obviously they only had last year there was none from any. So what I mean is only Rangers fans, because that would be some experience. But for me, it's I'm glad the Old Firm's early in the season, because it's like it doesn't come. It's always a big game, but it's not going to make or break the season either way, because both of them have lost a league game to Hearts and one to Dundee United respectively. This one here, I think you'll see very similar to the last Old Firm game at Ibrox, where Celtic attacked, opportunity after opportunity, and Rangers just sucker punched them in the break. I think that's what you'll see.
Although I believe, I do believe both teams will score, I still think the first goal is massive. Because I think if Rangers score the first, I think Rangers will
just sit and
win
make
the game.
it.
Whereas I think if Celtic score the first, I think it could be an open game for 90 minutes.
But like Celtic so far this season, when they've scored first, you can see the hunger and desire to go and get the ball back and to get the next goal, the next goal, the next goal. It's relentless. If they do score at Ibrox, they have to go on that same mindset and don't have that drop back in.
I don't think they do so. I don't think Ange does that, does he?
No, he doesn't want to do it. But sometimes when you're playing, Simon, you've played in games yourself where it just naturally happens and it's hard to, you drop back 5 yards in, it's 10 yards, and before you know it, you are camped in and Rangers start dominating the game. That's where I just worry for Sunday. I think defensive a wee bit light.
Say what you want about open play as well. Set pieces will be absolutely massive.
Huge, mate.
Absolutely huge.
Well, they were massive last season, weren't they?
Yeah.
Aye.
There wasn't much in the games last year, wasn't it?
No, there was never.
Threw something in there for that.
Is your stomach churning?
It's nervous.
Talk us through your day then. So the game kicks off at 12:30.
You're up early, you usually do that, it's always rolls and sausages, not at it in the morning.
How many?
Brekkie, a few, but it's always a fry, but I was just like the rolls. Get a bottle, half a Mad Dog or your bucky in it.
With your roll?
With your roll. And then, that's when his tunes are always playing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Tunes are always
What
on
tunes?
the other side. ABBA and it. ABBA and stuff like that, just chilled out, innit?
Saxophone.
Rebo
on the saxophone.
Have to be Robbie Nielsen supposed to be doing the morning.
And then all sit down for the game.
You can't sleep though.
No.
You can't sleep for the night before the full game.
You can't. But even the full week, there's a special feeling through the whole
Sorry
week.
for swearing there, baby. I just
And
came out,
yeah,
I was getting excited.
There's a special feeling.
Do you get excited, Andy, aye?
Huh?
Do you get excited for it?
Aye. Big
What about you, Simon?
I still get excited for it.
I look forward to it, but I'm actively trying to seek a round of golf on Sunday.
Oh yeah? No way, you're doing it wrong, big man.
No,
You'll be the only one in the course, mate. Say that right now.
Aye, because I'd like to stay away from it and then wait for the noise.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I think
it's going to be a brilliant game.
Did you always stay in the hotel the night before, whether it was home or away?
Aye.
What hotel was it?
Marhall.
Marhall.
Usually.
Nice.
Then you don't sleep at
If I
all.
cut that man, I'll end up with Green Brigade down at Marhall. Setting up for a smoke bomb.
Did you not sleep at all?
When I was playing, but it's 100 times harder watching than playing. Even if I was on the bench for Old Firm games, man, sitting on the bench is so stressful. I usually, But playing in it, it's just, you're playing like you're zoned, aren't you?
Yeah.
Whereas I think watching it's the most nerve-wracking thing in the world.
I know it's horrible,
even when I was younger, right, I used to hate Martin O'Neill's Celtic team. Because you're talking about set pieces, man. See, any time there was a set piece with Martin O'Neill's team, you're like, oh, look,
Bears, weren't they?
you're shitting yourself all the time.
Yeah.
Like
What was
crossbars into the
your
box.
best game?
A back four or 6'5" plus.
What was your favourite game growing up?
3-0 win the league at Parkhead, maybe. Or,
Who scored Who scored that? That was
Albert's Neil McCann double.
Is that Albert's free kick?
No, penalty. It's just a brilliant occasion.
It's the best, genuinely the best game. I've seen Bock and River, and that is better.
But it was better back in the day when. But it's kind of got back to it. But remember when it was Martin O'Neill's team, Barry Ferrer and stuff like that. It was proper.
Players and all.
Players were at each other.
But do you not think that with this new rule in the Prem and the way the game's been officiated now, it could get back to that? 'Cause I don't think that's anything to do with the players. It's just the way it's officiated.
Yeah.
You don't get away with the type of tackles anymore.
Yeah.
Can you see any red?
Who's the ref? Do we know who the ref is now? Is it Wee Wally?
Surely it's no wee Wally. We're talking about a big game here. My God, man.
Wow.
That's poor, man.
No, Wally's number one, isn't he? Wally's number one.
In his head, and the SFA's head.
Do you think there could be any red cards?
Aye.
It's always, isn't there? There's always one.
could be
Somebody
red
loses their head, didn't they? Who's losing their head this weekend?
Ange.
George Slane. By the way, Big Andrew's up the fort, innit? You seen the pictures? Boys taking pictures of Big Andrew up the fort.
What a hero, man.
No joke behind that, just the way he was up the fort. What shop drink he goes? He's definitely a Jack and Jones man or something, isn't he? Super dry.
Loves a jumper.
Super dry hoodie.
Buttons.
No, it's Zara, no?
He could be a Zara guy, couldn't he?
No, it wouldn't be. It'll be Billabong.
No, be Ann Summers.
Aye.
Definitely Ann Summers.
What's Billabong in the surfer shop?
That's Australia, you're right.
Aye, it will be that.
Northwich.
You've just fell in love with that big boy, ain't you?
You like
were
him?
saying that before. You were saying that before the game.
I'm against him, mate.
Did you hear him speaking about Rogic when he's talking about, do you put an arm over his shoulders? He's like, don't put arms over people's shoulders, mate.
He's meant to be.
I've heard
I've heard he's quite distant, and I think that's good. I
Not there to be people's pals, mate.
He's
could say
great with
that
the
all
media.
along.
He's great with the media.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Gives him nothing. Love that shit.
So what's your prediction, Simon?
Oh, I'm not just saying this to sit on the fence. I think it will be a draw. A high scoring draw.
What, 5 each?
I could just see both. I kind of see, like, you see the amount of chances that Ross County created against Rangers. That never happened last year. They're just not as sound defensive as the one with this. The way Celtic are playing, I kind of see Celtic no creating chances. Same with Rangers. That
can be fans though, Si, as well. That, see with the chances with teams, see when a team gets like, especially when you go to like a Ross County or something when it's a tight pitch and the fans, that can get the team going, I think.
See, if I'm Celtic, I'm going to Ibrox on Saturday and I'm saying to my team, get there and get an early goal as quick as we can, try and get a second, get the fans, see what they're like.
But it's not as easy as that.
I know it's not easy.
Let's go from the up and see what the fans are like.
No, I don't mean it like
Game
that.
Sunday,
I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying that in general we've had conversations recently about fans being back in the grounds. How's that affecting players?
Try and turn them as quick as possible.
Try and turn them as quick as possible and make some noise in there, make it uncomfortable for the Rangers players. That's how I would go about it. It's not going to be easy, but I think Celtic need a fast start because if it goes the other way, then it could become a bit of a circus.
I wanted to ask you about Shane Duffy's comments, time at Celtic, pressure, hitting out the bottom and then hitting form in the Premier League, Brighton. Just shows you how tough, especially these fixtures can be. Is that a wee worry for you, Paul? Maybe that there's a lot of players in that Celtic first 11 that it'll be their first Celtic Rangers game? No? Okay, why not?
I've no actually got a reason, bastard. Didn't have a reason to say that, but no, I don't. Listen, the managers know as well, and I think I don't think it will be no.
What's the answer?
You're unsure, mate.
First answer, Kev, you want to take that off him?
I
think guys like Kyogo, who obviously
he's made for it.
This will not affect him because this is something completely new to him. He's already experienced the big crowd, the European night and stuff like that. The Old Firm is going to be different because you're not going to have Celtic fans there singing or doing it. And I think for him it'll be comfortable. Rogic, for me, he's been an Old Firm kind of speciality. He's popped up with some good goals, long shots. McGregor's been there and done it. Starfelt might get a wee bit starstruck. Who knows?
Likes that one. You've heard that's the second time I've heard that. Good.
Like somebody said, I can't even get to repeat it, but it was very good. And then it's just one of the games that rise up, be a hero on both sides, and be like have the bragging rights for the weekend. It's a old cliche, but I'm pretty sure, Andy, when you played against Celtic and beat them to actually,
you never beat them, mate.
Did you know? No.
Who did they?
No, I'm kidding on, mate.
Did you?
Aye.
So like, that must be a wonderful feeling to have. But all in all, it's the game we all look forward to. If it's part of your makeup, Celtic and Rangers, and may the best team win on the day and see what happens.
I was surprised with the comments though, because apparently Shane Duffy was a Celtic fan growing up now, so surely he knew what it was about. So I was still surprised about dealing with the pressure. Surely he knew the pressure was going into before he went.
We can always ask you this: you Rangers fan growing up, and then actually being in the middle of it and understand
exactly what I thought it would be.
Right. 100%.
So, which is why I thought he'd be the exact same.
Yeah,
he knows how big Celtic are. He knows how big.
Well, that was saying more about him and his personality. But let's always remember.
To be fair to him, right,
he lost his dad at the beginning of the season.
And he didn't have a good season, but everybody was said rubbish. Everybody was. So he came into a team that was.
But I have said this numerous times. You need to be a different type of centre half to play for the Old Firm.
Yeah, 100%. And Brighton are sitting in.
By the way, they're very good, Brighton.
I thought they were good last year, mate. They dropped so many.
I didn't want to say like
games, but fuck English football. Let's move on.
Right, score predictions. Let's hear it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
100%.
Here you go. I'm going 2-2.
I hate the way some people just because like, if you're a Celtic fan or you're in the media, like people try to play up to it.
I'm going to go 2-1 Rangers. 2-1 Rangers.
Don't talk.
Call them the Teddy Bears. Go say 2-1 the Teddy Bears.
No, absolutely not. Because by the way, 2-1 Rangers, and it's one of the Old Firm teams dropping points. Hearts hopefully beat Dundee United at Tandis top of the league.
Oh, so that's your thinking, right?
That's my thinking.
What were you had the full Rangers kit on Sunday?
No, my
Hearts tracky.
Hearts tracky on for 94.
But I think it'll be Celtic have just set a world record. Think of that, 104 shots in 3 games. I've never heard of that like. So if you think there's only going to be 1 goal at 104 shots, Ed, I don't know what you're thinking. But I believe it'll be Celtic 4, Rangers 2.
Wow.
Or 3, but I'm going to go with 4.
I think it'll be very high scoring.
So there'll be lots of scoring, lots of goals and goals and goals.
I think Celtic 3-1.
Oh,
I've noticed something with Kevin. See, we've
I've Celtic are doing well.
you let them do you jump on it.
Why not?
Clever thing.
Why not? I think Celtic at this moment
Those
in time
daft
are
as
playing
big
better
man.
than Rangers, so Rangers could turn up on Saturday, win 3-1, and if that's the case, and people start tweeting and saying, "I told you so, big man, you're talking shite," that's fine.
Yeah.
That's
Can
fine.
I just say something though?
Yes, you can.
Whatever happens, make sure we turn up on Monday.
Hey, I'll be there.
Yeah.
I've never had any history of no turning up.
You know who I'm talking about. Turn up on Monday, whatever the score is.
I'll
Myself
guarantee you now.
included.
I'll tell you right now.
Included.
If Rangers win, I won't be here.
But let's hope for a good game, man.
Should we
I'm
move
sure
it
will
to later? We'll need to do it later on the Monday now because
be. You'll be on a
we'll be
sauce.
streaming it. No?
I wouldn't be.
How come?
Be training, mate.
What can do?
Going drunk.
No.
Going drunk for once, mate.
No
You
chance.
don't know.
Told you, mate. Plan is to get Jambo's top league.
Love that attitude. Right, we've spoken about it a wee bit, but St Johnstone 90 minutes away from the group stage to take on Glasgow at home, what tie, one each. They're going to do it, now.
Will they be worried though with the Galatasaray Bronx result away and then they came home? I wonder
aye.
if it's a wee bit of pressure maybe, I don't know, but I think they'll do it.
But Glasgow not anywhere near what Galatasaray.
No.
Or were they?
I don't know, I don't think so, no. Nah. But I don't know, but no, I think they'll do it.
But
They deserve it.
But I still think it's important for them to realise that they can compete at this level.
Yeah.
So they've played 3 games now, and all 3 games have been competitive. Obviously, Galatasaray ended up winning the game, but it was still a competitive game. St Johnstone were in it to near the end, so I think they'll definitely go into the game with a bit of belief. They'll need to be a lot more solid though, because that's St Johnstone's foundation,
Yeah.
innit? Like solid at the
Hard
back,
to beat, yeah.
hard to beat. And try and get unbelievable set pieces. Try and get set pieces, man. They'll score 5 because they're ridiculous at attacking corners. So they'll go into the game with plenty of belief. I hope they do it. I really do, because that's a brilliant result. Lask have been playing in Europe for years.
Longer than Grosvenor Sport.
No, not that long.
No.
And made the group stage a couple of times as well.
Did St Johnstone play a full team this Saturday?
No, Big Gordon never played at the back. I think McCann played in the middle of the park.
I see that for me.
Oh, McCann did. Somebody else never played, another first teamer.
If they win,
get a team up now,
during
fake
the
it.
week, you would accept that defeat on Saturday than United. I know there's a wee kind of derby there between St Johnstone and the
Next
United.
segment
But
again.
I think
it's a kind of
It's a wee Tayside derby.
It's like a wee bit for me. I think they've got enough
I
to
know
beat
away,
Lask.
but it's a derby, huh?
They've got enough to beat Lask, but it'd be nice for them because although I think that whole conference European football thing's a fucking bit of a farce.
I heard, I don't know if it's true. Whoever wins the group of the conference
Goes into the Europa League.
goes into
next
Europa
year.
League.
Aye.
Yeah.
So
And then
you
whoever wins the Europa League goes into the Champions League.
See, to be honest, I like the competition.
So is this no? Are they not going into the Europa League?
No,
Who?
this is no Europa League. This is the conference.
But if they win, if they go on top of the group of the conference, then supposedly they get a play-off after it to get into the Europa League.
Oh fuck.
What?
No.
No.
If you
We should have.
What are you talking
found
about?
out
No,
as
it's
well as that.
they call it this Europa League 2, whatever it is called. If you win that, you get into the Europa League next year. And if you win the Europa League, you're into the Champions League next year.
That's been the way.
So but this Europa League now is like.
Oh, so if they win this, they didn't go into the Europa League now.
No,
Mate, what are you talking about?
No.
If whoever wins the Europa Conference 2, the competition gets into Europa League
This
next
is a
season.
completely
right.
different.
Fucking hell.
It's shite. That's why Spurs lost 1-0
Yeah.
to Frere Rocher because they don't want to be in it. It's not a.
Get yourself knocked out that.
Yeah,
Get yourself in time and a couple of cups.
Like, it'll be great for teams like St Johnstone, but who are they actually going to be playing against if they like?
And the thing is about this, see when you do that again, you only get like a week off in the summer and you
Aye.
get knocked out in the first round again.
Yeah.
It's fucking not worth it.
Big
is
is
it?
that the end of total? Was that what it's
I wonder what it's like
Face it
financially
enough.
though. Wonder what it's like financially for.
It'd probably be worth a few quid, don't
clubs.
it? Yeah.
Aye.
Now you'll be alright, Paul.
Aye. I don't know if it'd be a lot actually. I don't know.
Here's one for you. Let's ask a question right now. How far does Celtic get into Europa League?
Semi. I know you joke all day with that style of football. It's somebody called it the evolution of football, innit?
Yeah.
It's a new brand. I've never seen this brand of football getting played.
Ange Ball.
Ange Ball, innit? I've never seen it in my life.
You've never seen him very fullbacks before?
But see, the thing is,
Other than Guardiola, so who else have you seen doing it?
that's what I'm saying.
Did Munich do
Aye.
it, didn't
Aye,
they? Big
Bayern
time,
Munich,
yeah,
yeah.
big time.
I under Pep.
Kimmich, before he moved into CDM.
Oh, so
The
Kimmich was a
unbelievable
fullback and then he went into centre mid, right?
But I honestly, my pet hate is, and I've said it before, you have to be honest when you come on media. Honestly, you do. Regardless if you're Celtic Rangers, you be honest, whatever you think. And
He's been behind that.
Who's not being honest, Paul?
no, myself, I just think maybe people think I'm.
Yeah, you never know, mate. Never know. Imagine an Old Firm European game. A two-legged European
quarter-final.
game.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Has that ever happened?
I don't think
Nah, I
Palace
couldn't
would
have.
have.
I couldn't have.
I think the Palace would just shut that tie down.
Aye.
The post.
A Thursday night, mate.
That's
Thursday night, it's not happening.
The post would shut that down.
I can. It's a different Andy because
He's buzzing, isn't he?
Aye.
He's buzzing. His tail's up.
Absolutely not.
Yes. Where are you going after this? Straight to the.
Kitchen shopping, mate.
He's getting a flair for the kitchen.
Oh, what's it like? You see pictures?
Started yet?
Kitchen shopping?
Aye.
I thought you'd bought a new kitchen last year.
We've got units in that, but we've not got... Aye, last year we did, but COVID postponed it, mate.
Oh, you didn't flare.
But we've got all the units, we need flooring and...
Oh,
So what microwave did you get? Murphy Richards?
Nah, appliances we leave at the end. But like...
So what we talking? Granite worktops?
We've not picked the worktops yet either.
Here,
We've just got to... Mate, we've literally got units.
Andy, you need a worktop.
You need a worktop to stick on the units, so now.
Aye, but that goes in last, obviously.
Alright, so what the colour of the units?
Black.
Royal blue.
Black wardrobes, but then white and the island in the middle.
Oh, the island's nice.
My mate Div's
Can Danny Lennon take 24 boys out of that
He just
island?
sits on it, doesn't he? He just sits in it.
Just sits on 24 boys.
some disco lights on Andy. I wouldn't the worktops now.
Too expensive, mate.
Boric.
Why are you talking about
Boric.
God,
Boric, the boy that's coming over plays a Boric's team, doesn't he?
does he?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Was in Cat. Did you play
Alfred
under
Knight.
Boric? Did you play with Boric?
Oh, he's mental, isn't he? Didn't I speak to him, did
I can't watch it
know
on
that?
film with him, eh?
Why don't we video that? Used to watch it together
Couldn't
on the island.
Good
If you get anything about you, you come and sit beside me and watch your game together.
Were you going to the Lions Den? Were you going to the Slane's house and watch it?
That'd be quite good feedback if we got like a live. We watched the Old Firm live and natural reaction.
That'd be amazing.
I'll get a live feed up for his regardless if it comes or not.
No, Paul, we've seen the live feed you shouting, so I'm doing them again.
Right, Dundee United, great result. Flying. Is this going to be...
I did tell you, didn't I?
Are they going to be hot and cold every week, or can you see them being consistent
told you.
this year? What's a good word for hot or cold? What's a word that Tam would use for being hot and cold?
Temperature.
Tepid, is that cold?
Tepid. Tepid's cold.
Tepid.
What's a good word for indifferent? No?
Indifferent.
He would have something better than that.
Aye.
Insidious.
Too intellectual
Insidious.
What's that mean?
Don't know.
Inferno.
Oh! Inferno? Or Inferno?
That's roasting.
your arse Inferno.
That was my arse last night.
That's roasting. Hopefully they're cold next week.
Are you
If you're
playing
saying they're
them?
hot and cold, hopefully they're cold next week, aye.
And how
Tannadice.
what's the, you said that the tactic is leave Mulgrew on it?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Close him down at every opportunity.
But I did tell you, mate, I fancied Dundee United to have a good year this year.
You did, Andrew.
I thought they were good in spells last year.
Under Mellon.
Hot and cold, I suppose you could say, with their season last year. But I just thought, I think they've got a good squad. When you look at their players, they've got good players.
Who do you like in that team? Fuchs is good, middle
Ball,
of the pitch.
brilliant.
Did they sign McNulty again?
Who, sorry mate?
McNulty.
McNulty's back.
He's back. That's a good
Yeah,
addition.
McNulty's a good striker, isn't he?
Especially after losing Shanklin.
I like Harks, and I don't think a lot of people...
Harks
Talk about him.
he's a nice football player, isn't he?
He's a good football player.
What's his
Flaws,
flaws?
I agree with. What's his flaws?
Harks.
Certainly know he's ballant, that's for sure.
He's gorgeous as well,
Aye,
actually.
good-looking guy,
He's
aye.
very good looking.
No, they've actually surprised me. I thought they struggled, especially early on in the season because he's just in the door. You know what I mean? I think he's got this new stuff, but no, he's done well again.
But they won the first three, the Betfred Cup, they won the first three of the games of that, and then they lost their first league game, didn't they?
Aberdeen.
yeah. They were poor.
The Duke came in for a right good bit of stick for that, and then he's obviously beat Rangers, beat at the
St
weekend,
Johnstone away. That's
Johnstone.
a tough opening
That
for
is
you
a
as well.
tough-
So see when you look at it, you
4-5.
think, what's so? Nah, I give the guy a bit of credit where it's due because he's obviously been in the background working on the more technical stuff and that role he was in before. Then to be thrust into being the manager without any experience, got to give the guy a bit of credit.
Well done, Tam Courts.
Really good. Who do you still think what we said at the start of the season with maybe Livingston and St Mirren that
definitely.
didn't it?
Definitely.
Ross County, St Mirren,
Jenkins,
Livingston.
Livingston. But that's what I'm saying. I think they'll struggle.
Still too early, I think. I just
Told you,
didn't
but I will
see.
not comment on...
No, who's scoring for Ross County?
What's St Mirren? I think the boy, is it the strong boy in it? Main?
Main and Brophy would get you
Bronfield
goals.
got you goals.
Main and Brofield get it. For me,
Some of
it's
them got a good
Livy.
team by
Yeah.
It's Livy for me. I think Livy's going to struggle.
But what?
I know
like
saying
Andy says,
they've
they're
lost 1-0
competitive,
and then the goalkeeper threw one in against Aberdeen. That could be a different side of the story. But see, the longer that win doesn't arrive, you could be 6, 7, 8 games into the season and maybe only
I've got
two on the
Hibs
board.
next week as well.
Yeah.
Aye, so it's
Hibs at Easter Road.
Right, do you see these new third kit from Man City?
Disgusting.
Milan, Valencia, Marseille, Fenerbahce without club badges.
Cracking
Just to
kit,
take,
innit?
But it does look like something your man got your holiday with.
Aye, he's lit fake ones, innit?
200% is each for a tap.
Just so lazy, innit? As if they've ran out of ideas or something, innit?
Who's it, Puma?
Puma.
Give Puma a bit.
I think that Puma have actually upped their game into recently. They've got Neymar. Who else have they got on their books?
Martin Waghorn.
Waggy's a Puma man.
I honestly think he's like the highest profile player, man. He's posting stuff about Puma for the last 10 years.
Who else is Puma?
Neymar got a big deal, didn't he?
I actually liked it. I was...
Puma boots not alright.
Puma
and
Gascoignes.
Puma was obviously
Puma what?
Rangers
Puma
kept the first couple.
Gascoignes
Yeah, I
back in
liked
the
it.
day.
Good, huh?
Was it a good fit?
I liked it, aye.
Puma's always tight though, mate. Far too tight.
Aye, you can't.
I signed for Dundee, fucking very heavy, mate, and put the strip on. I was like, fuck, guys. A wee tatty running a bit. Very tight.
Who's Dundee United with?
Tam's got, who's it? Cam Court's got you, mate. Burton, he's got me. Burton's sponsor.
Here's one for you, right?
He's got rips. He's wanting rips in the shirt, isn't he? Like to go with ripped jeans.
Putting biases aside, who do you think's got the best kit this year in the SPL?
Hibs. Watched seen Hibs yesterday. I love it.
I think Hibs have got the same kit.
Joma is.
Is that who I'm
the
sure that's who Dundee United is?
Is that right?
I think
I
so.
liked Hibs. I seen that yesterday and thought it's a nice strip, man.
Yeah, Paul.
Do you know what I like? Yeah, I thought Aberdeen's away one was nice.
Love to see Scotty Allen in that strip proper tight on him.
What colour is it?
What's the worst one? Sure, that Rangers third
You
one.
don't
that
like
purple
Dundee
one's got to be
United?
up there.
What one's that?
The Rangers purple one.
No, you don't like it.
Ranger, I've noticed. Oh, the purple one that they wore at the weekend.
I don't like it.
That's got to go.
But did Rangers not let McEwen's lager shirt that was like that years ago?
Aye, but
didn't it?
that was like purple. This one's like lilac.
Aye.
Like, it's like a baby purple.
Purple. Shows your purple thing.
That's pink.
Pull it back.
Where you get lipstick and trousers on you?
What else is a bad kit? Do you know what kit I always didn't like? Kelly's.
Can't do much, but can't you?
Nah.
I like St Mirren's, but it's both like bold.
Livy's
Like
is-
St Mirren's
Livy's is
black and white
shocking.
in it, but
Livy, yellow and black. I think so. I'm going for Livy today. I don't like it.
I don't like Dundee United's home kit. I don't like the pattern that they've got on the collar. It's Charlie's asked for that. It's a drop neck, isn't it?
Drop
So
neck.
in here.
See when you're saying the Dundee one, there was ever a strip you hated wearing.
That Dundee
Aye.
one. Fucking hated wearing
Aye, I
it.
can
Every
imagine
time I
mate,
put it on, I felt fat and shite. Honestly, mate, I did. I felt like a fat bastard, man.
Mate, that's a horrible.
We had a foreign guy at Swindon, right? This is totally off subject, but see, if you were wearing like a shirt or a t-shirt that was stripes, he'd come up to you and he wouldn't say a word other than this. He'd come up and go, stripes! And if you had stripes that way, he'd go, hoops! Mate, and that's Lily Nallis's name was, and that's all he did.
I hated the Bradford kit, man.
Oh, Bradford! It looks like a fart, innit? If a kit was a fart, it'd be the Bradford kit.
Oh,
Right, nah.
It's not even orange, it's no tangerine, it's just a pure...
Absolute Gryffindor outfit. It's
Stuart
terrible.
McGall played with him, didn't he? Stuart McGall was a Bradford.
McCall, his hair was the same colour as the strip.
It's a bad look.
Mate, like claret and amber, black shorts, and like, mate, I can't. It was horrible.
Mate, see the Stuart McCall saying the strip, it looks like he just had a hood. Like the strip had a hood.
Look at
'Cause his hair
pyjamas
was-
on, did he? But, terrible kit.
Any strips you hated him?
Then Cadon's just like Admiral or something.
Peter Reid. Peter Reid slips, mate.
Peter Reid's Lindsay.
Sunderland, we didn't have. I think my first ever Sunderland strip was like made by. The sponsor was Vox.
No, Jacques, it was an X or something, wasn't it?
I can't remember.
I remember
what it was.
that.
The material was fucking terrible. It was like cardboard. It was fucking horrific.
Baggy's horrible, isn't it?
Baggy's horrible.
Strip, mate.
I never
Horrible,
played
innit?
in tight strip. Did you ever? Like, you obviously you're in it now and you're still playing.
Mate.
But we
Your
that wasn't a
pick one's a
thing.
belter, mate.
Nice, innit?
I'm going to ask a favour off of Twitter again, right? The last game of the season, 2017-18, I think, Rangers, St Johnstone, McDermott Park. Please, somebody try and find a picture of me in that kit. Mate, it was on my mum's life, it was a double XL. Jimmy gave me a double XL
Oh,
on
mate,
the
it's not
last
worse.
game of the season.
You keep touching it,
So
Jimmy.
I've done the Cypher and tuck it in because it's that long, it's ridiculous. And as I'm running out the pitch, I look down and the side of my steps like flapping. Mate, I have never felt so bad. Somebody please get that picture.
You just keep touching it during the game, but didn't you?
Here's another
Mate,
worst things with a new kit he's ever had, the nipple
Actually,
fucking rash. The nipple rash. Oh, you bastard, man.
Oh, fuck.
Tell us the canyon story, mate. Please.
You can't even start. No, I can't. They're all...
The nipples are horrible.
Mate, I need to talk about that interview again.
What
Like,
one?
It's incredible how good that is.
What, the League One was?
Aye. But it's like,
But did you see the one the next day?
I watched it again. Actually, the next one, the press conference.
And then the fans are moaning about how he's treating Wes, and he's like, if you don't like it, come down to the stadium. Mate, he had the most elasticated, he done that on the camera. Come down to the stadium, I give you your money back.
He goes, are we crazy? That's it.
Too much chocolate. He says too much chocolate, what the fuck does that mean?
I saw the Carl
we
Naismith
crazy?
one last week. You're talking about.
What the camera?
Oh, mate, it's genius, isn't it? What is it, right inside net? Oh, that's it.
Only
got
I've
another
talked goalkeeper and I struggled with that.
I've got another one. Twitter.
This is even better.
This will blow up on Twitter, I know. So do you know before games, right, when the players go out to a pitch and they try and check out the pitch, and they've always got the wee media guy on like Snapchat or Instagram, like videoing the players walking out. As Cal and another boy's walking out, one of the players slaps Cal. So Cal's raging, right? That's exactly what it does. Right? He goes like that. So go slap me. No. He goes like that. And he clocks the guy video and he just marches straight up and goes like that. Delete that the new or I'm signing for Barcelona tomorrow.
Mate, it's sensational.
It's unbelievable, honestly.
Some boy.
Get out of Twitter, mate, I'll blow up.
He is a man, isn't he? Any other kits? Nah. What about your United? No.
See when you were a boy, right? Right, obviously we all love football kits now. What was your favourite football kit growing up?
Favourite kit of all time, Man U 99 Zip.
Yeah.
What was it, Umbro Sharp when they won the treble? I love that kit, man.
Mine was the Italian Kappa one with the long sleeves that were tight as fuck. But that's when I was like 14, still I had a body.
Holland 86.
Wow, 86.
What one?
Is that Van
the
Basten's?
orange and white one with the kind of like
Patterns in the
aye,
middle.
that's a kit.
You were born 91, you know?
91, aye, but I still had that kit. Unbelievable.
Aye.
Incredible. I've actually still got it. Incredible
you
kit.
like superstar,
But I always thought the national team kits were the best.
Aye.
Argentina's kits, mate. Argentina's kits.
And I wasn't a big international kit guy.
Were you not?
Nah.
Club?
Nah.
No, I always
Clubs,
think that international
English
kits are the
clubs.
best, man.
I once had the grey Celtic goalkeeper's kit with Packy Bonner wore it.
Right.
That was decent.
Yeah.
I thought it was a fucking
Is that
goalie.
Lynn's old one?
thought it was a goal. I thought it was a goalie at 9-year-old, you know what I mean? Running about Highcroft, thinking it was Packy Bonner.
I had the Arsenal yellow Nike tech
GVC.
V-neck. Loved that, mate. My wee underarm underneath that, I thought you were a Doug's boys.
Newcastle kits were class, weren't they?
When Keegan, Adidas.
Yeah.
Remember
Beardsley,
Keegan?
Beardsley.
Mate, we had the Kevin Keegan jacket for school. Remember the purple Adidas
it's a
jacket,
big
purple
time.
and green?
Massive, wasn't it? We Beardsley wore that one, didn't he, Newcastle?
He's a good looking boy, isn't he? Wee Beardsley. What about favourite boots?
R9s.
Preds.
Silver
all
R9s.
day.
Silver R9s were good.
Preds all day.
No, my
And the
favourite-
champagne Preds.
There's a damn Preds.
Champagne, but my favourite of all time. Remember that Nike advert came out with David's done in the cage, and it was the Nikes with they were
was
black
Joga
and
Bonito?
white. Joga Bonito. Wow.
We use around when obviously the first ever Predator came out. Did you get them?
Nah.
40 quid they were. Which is obviously cheap, but the
Boots nowadays are shambles.
Aye,
Prices.
it's shocking, mate.
Fake
Shocking.
ones.
Asking young kids to pay £200 quid for a pair of boots at rip after 2 months.
Mate, no word of lie, my mum will deny this, but my first pair of boots were out of Woolworths, mate.
We was brilliant.
Fucking
With the
ladybirds.
picnics.
They had ladybirds on there.
My mum and dad used to buy me a size 10. And I'm an 8 now, and I'm fucking
Free
29.
pair of socks.
I'm 29.
Free pair of socks.
I used to wear a size 10 boots up until about 16.
Your dad wore them at fives as well, innit? You and your dad.
Size 10, swear to God, you'll grow into them.
Do you remember
29.
Remember Victory boots? The big V? Do you remember them? No. Too far.
Mate, see my recent pair of boots, I loved the Spider F50s.
Blue and yellow.
Unbelievable.
no, the ones, the Ronaldo
white ones.
R9s.
Oh, the Ronaldo R9s were brilliant,
Aye,
mate.
they were the best.
Do you remember the old,
World Cup.
and you might remember these, the old Nike Tempos with the flip over tongue and the Nikes tickling
Aye.
them. They were proper
With the
boots.
elastic band
Aye.
down the bottom. Aye.
Oh, the elastic band
Crackers.
over toe. I
Mate.
remember when I was younger, sorry to say it, I struggled in Stranraer to get size 12 fit my boots at the age of 12. So I used to wear these high-tech numbers, right? They were screw-in studs, high-tech, flip over tongues. I thought they looked cool. They were cheap as fuck, or shite. So when we travelled to Glasgow to play on the Ash Parks, I didn't have like Astro trainers, so I used to buy the Astro studs. She screwed them in. See, by the time the game was fucking 20 minutes in, I was just running out a pair of metal fucking studs.
Oh, the studs and
All
fell
the
it.
rubber rubbed off and it was just fucking metal studs. What a disaster, man.
Did you go watch your dad play fives?
Aye.
Aye.
My dad's an animal, mate.
I'm sure, this could be wrong again, they might deny this, but I'm sure I've seen my dad play 5-a-sides with jeans on.
The trainers on?
I don't know if he just came straight for his work and went straight to fives and I met him and
Trainers?
I had like pish wash, stain wash, like do you know that blue colour of jeans with a pair of sambas on? So,
honestly?
I can remember, I've got a memory in my mind, but it could be wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Your dads are brilliant at fives, weren't they?
They were good. They always had that one mate that played United in that. He was a player.
He'd have been brilliant, but the booze get the better of him. My good
He should have made it. How should he? Tell me how he should have made it.
He was unbelievable when he was younger, but had a bad knee. Aye, good.
Right, a wee bit about English football. I know you hate it.
We need to stand a little.
We need to talk about Arsenal because it's your mate. We need to get him out there.
But he does. He should go to Man City, mate. I don't know why they're spending all this money on Grealish when he should be buying a left back. Because none of them are good enough.
Who played left back Saturday? It wasn't Zinchenko, was it? It was
Mendy.
Mendy was the first game.
He was awful, mate.
Is Arteta a myth?
No, he put Cancelo left back and played Kyle Walker right back. That's what he done.
Is Arteta a myth?
To be fair though, I'm looking at their start.
But he's bringing the squad in, Paul.
Mate, I was going to say that.
A top manager when you allow that, you know what I mean? When you bring the type of players in and when they settle for a bit. The signing of Ben White, 50 million, and when they blow you Ramsdale, 80 million in there too. That's mental.
Take words out, man.
Get a guy at the pub that does what Ramsdale does, mate.
Exactly, mate. And I don't is he even going to play?
He's been relegated for the last 4 years. Every club he's been at.
Arsenal are desperate to get relegated. But Celtic's had the recruitment that they've got in it for the last couple of years. He was at Barca for a bit and now he's at Arsenal.
Big Hammond.
Big Hammond. Just causing fucking carnage.
See, mate, I felt for Arteta last year, but
it's hard to feel sorry for him.
I don't feel for him anymore. The money they're spending on players,
they spent the most of anybody this summer, somebody said.
30 million. Sheffield United paid 80 million for Ramsdale last year and he was rubbish and get relegated. So Arsenal come back and paid
Ramsdale, he must be some boy, him, isn't he?
Mate,
all the best.
Transfer fees combined, I think he's like the third.
Who? Ramsdale? How much did Sheffield United buy him for?
18, and then Arsenal paid 30.
Who did they pay 18 million quid for him for?
Bournemouth.
Oh my.
Mate, did you see what Lukaku done to the boy Murray?
Oh my God.
That's such an embarrassed watching that, eh?
Mate, Lukaku was running with 5 on his back.
Oh, mate, he just kept flying them about. But see, with that, right, honestly, put somebody in front of Lukaku. The boss just kept going to his feet.
I know.
Just let them hit in front of you and block off Lukaku.
See the likes of that?
Lukaku, mate.
I played against Lukaku. Pre-season friendly, mate. He was so strong. Honestly, like, so strong.
Who were you with, Swindon?
Dundee.
Were you a bit like that?
We're not top, mate. Who's on the same pitch as me? Oh, mate, he's a monster. He is a monster.
Mate, you're obviously a good player if you play in the Prem, right? But Arsenal's aspirations to get back to where they were, they're spending 160, 170 million in Callum Chambers as starting right back.
I know.
Barry starting centre half.
Aye.
Right.
Rob Holding.
They'll not get to back to where they were.
Mate, they've offered St Mirren 5 million for John Obika and he left.
Shocking.
Less than a free and they're paying him 5 mil. Conversation.
The thing annoyed me because Taylor could play with any team.
I heard they've got a buyback on J. Emmanuel Thomas up at fucking Aberdeen.
I think Emile
Could the Jet go back? Yeah, could he?
The Jet could go back.
I think Emile Smith-Rowe's still the best player.
Yeah.
I actually do. Every time I watch him, he's the best player.
Him and
No,
Tierney.
centre forward, eh?
Mate, they're terrible. They're fucking terrible. Like, why are we still talking about Arsenal as being like the top one of the top team? Because they haven't been for a long time. They just need to.
I love how much Gary Neville hates them. I love it, man.
All the pundits they didn't.
Typical Arsenal. G Carragher that as well.
Man,
Chelsea.
Remember I said Tuchel wouldn't be good.
But why again? See, Man U, why when you win 5-1 in the opening day of the year, do you change the team? Why do you put Martial up front? Mate, he's bald as well.
It looks like somebody, a film.
John McGlynn up front, mate.
E.T.
Mate, honestly, he's a lazy pig him at times. But mate, see, you'll never win a league with Matic and Fred starting centre mid. Too negative. Why not just play?
McTominay, mate. Need him in.
No, but I mean, see when you play Southampton, I mean, they've sold a lot of players, so they're at a stage now where they're all other players.
They're vulnerable.
Very vulnerable, that's a great word. But why not play with one holding player and play with Pogba and whoever? You don't need to play with two guys sitting.
Holders,
It's crazy. And then
you're going to hear the ball,
and playing Greenwood out wide. Play you start Sancho. What's all this? I mean, Lukaku comes all week and he starts right away.
By the way, there's a Premiership title on the t-shirt.
So it is.
So it is.
Isn't it?
Is it? Fuck no. Some guy asked me to wear it.
It's nice, mate.
He's a twirl, come on.
Nah.
I thought live show, mate, you were looking tremendous.
You are.
I know, I was chased on
a real glow about you.
I'm struggling with this.
I thought Derek Ferguson looked brilliant and all. Live shows.
Brilliant.
Guy just wears Under Armour constantly.
Has he got a deal
Sponsored by
with
David Lloyd, weren't he?
David Lloyd.
Turn up in sweatbands every night.
Hilton Racket Club?
Imagine him that wee.
Big things are happening with Derek, by the way.
Huge things.
Huge things are happening for Derek, aren't they? Can't he
Listen,
keep your eyes peeled?
huge thing happening.
Is that you?
Huge things happening full stop, mate.
Is Yogi going to be a wee regular?
Nah, fuck that. He didn't hit a word in, man. Just talks, didn't he? Oh, what a guy. Any other English teams that have caught your eye? Danny Ings, what a signing.
Danny Ings could be signed this season.
Oh! All credit to Austin
McPhee, yeah.
Austin McPhee.
McPhee,
He's a set piece coach at Aston Villa.
Who?
Is he actually?
Aye.
Who's Slaney's mate?
Slaney's mate.
No fucking deal.
Triple H is the set piece coach at Aston Villa.
They've got they must.
And you know what his set piece was? Fling the ball to Tyrone Mings' head. Brilliant, isn't it?
You remember?
Oh,
You keep up that though.
You remember watching that documentary when he did the diving header?
That was brilliant, wasn't it? That was brilliant, man.
Any other English teams?
Spurs under Nuno. No?
2
Nah,
wins,
never near it.
2 out of 2.
Could they get the top?
So boring.
Could they get in the top 4?
Depends.
Told you, mate, Liverpool win the league. If Man City don't get a
brilliant.
striker, Liverpool
But I want
win
to
the league.
watch me, innit?
They were brilliant, Liverpool. I sat and watched
Like
it.
Klopp's got
Really
his glasses about
I know what's
Man
happening.
City get Kane though, just no point even continuing the league. Man City cruise it.
Man City, how many times did Norwich get done with that passing
Every goal.
Jesus through the
Mate,
bits half the
but Man
stone
City
there?
do that every
time,
game.
I know.
Just get to the byline at ease and cut it back.
Norwich
That's a
need
Barca classic.
Delia Smith on the pitch, didn't you? Where are you?
Norwich.
Where are you? Remember that?
Mate, he's that guy just
Farke,
doesn't
yeah, okay.
Mate, he just doesn't learn, doesn't he? No? Fuck me, man. He's had a full shot at it. He went down and he brought it back.
But the players still need to learn certain behaviours, he said.
Pookie,
Go over there for a year.
just sticking the Pookie in it.
Big Dan
Hanley
Farke,
there.
is it Big Hanley's there? I had the bulldozers there. Is Pookie still playing number 9?
He was there last week, I don't know.
Big Ayers off to a good start at Brentford.
What's the score with him?
I like Brentford manager, mate.
Palace.
Didn't he?
They're raving about him.
No.
No, we pass away.
Pass,
I
that's
wa-
right.
by the way, believe it or not, I watched the full 90 minutes of that game. That bad game of football.
You watched Palace Brentford?
Aye.
Oh, fuck.
Holy shit, man.
How was that?
It was a bad game of football.
Was your Sunday that bad? That that's what you had
Neither
to
team
get?
even looked let's go.
Did you see the fight with Payet?
Oh, that was brilliant, wasn't it?
Oh my.
Mate, do you see the member of staff coming in?
No, I've seen it.
It was assistant manager. He's decked a fan.
No like that.
What was it?
What?
Was it that?
Give me a right
Andrew
cross
done.
to the chin, mate.
But Payet threw something back in the crowd, didn't he?
A ball to
Aye.
it.
Fuck, mate.
What, just deal it?
Just leave it.
Remember
I tell you what,
Barca?
when the fans came off, he backed off quick, didn't
Aye,
he?
shit, he's
Remember,
pants,
was
didn't
it Figo got chucked, what was it, chucked down?
Pig's head.
Pig's head at him.
he? Man, that was wild back then, wasn't it?
That was wild.
What would be the favourite thing somebody throwing to you?
I know what yours would be.
Catch in your gub.
That's it, that.
Try to catch it at your arse.
Right. Last bit of nonsense. Barcelona have gave Coutinho the 10
No, I
shot.
didn't take it.
Oh, good. Good.
He's no daft,
No,
is
did
he?
he take it?
Didn't like to take that.
He's been offered it.
Nah, don't
He
take
says he's going to have a think
He
of
should
it.
retire that number, mate.
Forever.
The best player I've ever lived.
Pray
It's a
for
hard number to retire though, isn't
it. 10 will get hit.
In Napoli done it with Maradona though.
it. Couldn't retire.
Who could take up that 10 jersey at Barca? Who's good?
Braithwaite. She just take it
Braithwaite.
shouldn't Just keep marking it.
Big
Right, you're taking Leo's number. Jiggy,
He'd love it,
fuck
wouldn't
off.
he? No, he would love it. It's a sneeze.
Do you know
lazy
that he's
sneeze.
got a he's a billionaire? He's got a real estate
I
company.
said Messi's
Braithwaite.
involved in it, aye, in Miami.
Fair play. Is it Middlesbrough, wasn't he?
Nah,
Aye.
unbelievable.
Hear any story? What was that story you heard about him when he Middlesbrough?
I've never played with him. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, but you were there before and they were speaking about him.
That's a
What they
shock,
said
that.
about him?
Just tell
Something with Steve Gibson, the chairman.
Tell us that
wasn't it?
story about Barry Bannigan.
No,
I missed that one.
laugh it.
By the
Tell
way,
us shite, man.
No.
we're not so it's been nice and friendly and fun today. Next Monday we won't be.
Next Monday will be.
I thought it was a great episode today, boys.
No holds barred next week.
Yeah.
Aye.
Taps off.
All the best for season, boys.
Aye, it was a good June.
Well done, lads.
Cheers.
Oh, that's it there. What you said about that?
What's he doing?
What's you looking at there?
Who is it?
Yeah, I think you know what he's looking at. That thing.
Tell me you sent him that.
That thing, yeah. That's what he's looking at.
Tell me you sent that.
What giant Tom Coates would call that?
His pillow.